Morning, dear students and friends. Welcome back to Prithviraj English Academy. I'm here, your SST teacher, Ramesh. So, in this today's video, we are going to discuss about our A standards, chapter number 19, the Chalukyas of Badami and the Pallavas of Kanchi. So, without delay, let's start about our A standards, chapter number 19, the Chalukyas of Badami and the Pallavas of the Kanchi. So in this we will come to know about first half we will come to know about the Chalukyas of Badami and second half we will come to know about the Pallavas of Kanchi. Okay. So here we will come to know about first the beginning of the Chalukyas of Badami and their expansion under their famous king Pulkeshi II. Okay. And we will come to know about their systems like religion, social, military and judicial. We will come to know through the India map, we'll come to know exactly their areas under the Chalukyas Badami. And along with that, we'll come to know about the contribution of Pallavas to literature, religious, and the education. So, first it is about the Chalukyas Badami. Chalukyas Badami, they ruled over the Karnataka hmm, as well as approximately in the north of the India also and in the south of the approximately till the Tamil Nadu also, right? It is from 1540 to 1753 they ruled over the India. Okay, approximately Karnataka also as well as in other parts also. We'll come to know about the map through the map. Okay, here their founder is now come to the about their founder was Raja Jaisimha. In the 6th century was founded the Chalukyas of Badami. Okay, so the founder name is Raja Jaisimha. Okay, here it is. Okay, now move to the next. Their famous king is very famous king is Pulkeshi II. What is name? Pulkeshi II was very famous king of the Chalukyas. Okay, Pulkeshi II. Pulkeshi II. Okay. Now come to the most powerful ruler of this dynasty is Pulkeshi II. So please remember his name, Pulkeshi II. Okay. He defeated the Gangas as well as Kadambas and Alufas. Okay. And expanded the Chalukya Empire. Here it is the Pulkeshi. Okay, second. And then he was defeated the under the areas came to the Pulkeshis. Okay. Kadambas, Gangas also was going to defeat. And he defeated the Pallava king Mahendra Varma. Pallava king Mahendra Varma got defeated by him. But after some times, at the last of the Pulkesh second times means when he was too old. Okay. So during that time, Mahendra Varma's son Narsimha Varma first was able to defeat the Pulkesh second. That is a one defeated. He means he got defeated by the Mahendra and sorry Narsimha Varma first. And Narsimha Varma first is the son of the Mahendra Varma. Mahendra Varma got defeated by the Pulkesh second in beginning, but after last, okay, his time, Narsimha Varma was one was able to defeat the Pulkeshi second. Okay. Now move to the next about the Pulkeshi second. He stopped Harshavardhana at the river of the Narmada. As you know that about the Harshavardhana. Harshavardhana is a famous king of the Vardhanas in the north. So when he was tried to cross the Narmada river, that time Pulkeshi has able to defeat the Harshavardhana. And through the deputation of the Harshavardhana, Pulkeshi II got a title as a Dakshinapateshwara, Lord of the South. Means here it is the Narmada river becomes here, right? So when he wants to cross the Narmada river, the Harshavardhana, that time Pulkeshi II was going to deputate him and he got a title Dakshina Pateshwara, Yeah, Lord of the South. This area. He was. Okay. Along with that, one more title he has, Lord of the Peninsula. Peninsula means this is the area. Hmm? Okay. Peninsula, this is. Okay. He was the Lord of the Peninsula. Okay. And he appointed his brother Kubja Vishnuvardhana to rule Vengi. Vengi means today Andhra Pradesh. Okay. Here it is. Andhra Pradesh, Warangal. To look after this area, Pulkesh II appointed his brother Kubja Vishnuvardhana. Okay. Then later they started, it is the Eastern Chalukyas. Eastern Chalukyas or Vengi Chalukyas. Okay. After some times. Okay. So I hope you understood about the Pulkeshi second contributions. Okay. And this is what through the India map we are going to come to know. These are the areas where there are till the Ujjaini is rule was there in the north, and till the here approximately. Even the Kerala, some part, and Telangana, Andhra Pradesh, and even the Tamil Nadu, some parts were there under the control of the Pulkeshi second. Okay. Now come to the foreign relationship. He maintained the diplomatic relationship with the Persia also, means today's Iraq. Okay. From there, Khusru second came to the his court. Okay. And one more traveler from the foreign who came to the India during his time is Huan Stang. He belongs to the China. He came to the court of the Pulkeshi second. After the Narmada Battle of the Narmada, he visited to the Pulkeshi second court. Huenstang. Before he was there, Huenstang was there in the court of the Harshavardhana. Once he came to know he was defeated by the Pulkeshi second, then he wants to see this area, and he came to India and he studied. Sorry, he came to the Pulkeshi second court of the Badami, and he settled down there, and he was studied, and he was going to say something about the king and the citizens. Okay. First he said that king is just a kind, is a kind-hearted, and along with that he is the optimistic. You will think about the welfareness of the people. Okay. Optimistic means you will going to think about the welfare of the human beings. Okay. And along with that subjects. Subjects means citizens of the Pulkeshis. They are truthful. They are the prosperous. Okay. Along with that, they are self-respecting and they are loyal to the king. This is what about the subjects, about the what you are going to call about the citizen of the Pulkeshi, he said. Okay. And then third thing he mentioned that about the army. Army is courageous and disciplined. This is what he said about the totally about the Badami Chalukyas. Okay. Now come to the next about the decline. Chalukya were defeated by the Pallava king Narasimhavarma and captured the Vatapi. As you know that Pulkeshi during the Pulkeshi time. Okay. Second, Narasimhavarma was able to defeat the Pulkeshi second and he captured the Vatapi. Vatapi means today's Badami only going to call it as once upon a time as a Vatapi. Once upon a time we are going to call it today's Badami only going to call it as a Vatapi. Understand my point? Okay. Vatapi means today's Badami only. Okay. Finally, it is ended when Rashtrakuta under the Dantidurga were defeated the last Chalukya king, Kirtivarma II. Last king of the Chalukyas of Badami is Kirtivarma II, right? And Rashtrakuta's king, Dantidurga, means Dantidurga was the founder of the Rashtrakuta who had defeated the Kirtivarma II. Okay. Now move to their contributions. In contribution, first will become administration. In the administration, kingdom, their kingdom was divided into the Vishyas. Vishyas means today districts, and is headed by the Vishadipatis. And village was the smallest administrative unit. It is managed by the local leaders. Army was renowned. It is got famous as a Karnata Bala. Karnata Bala. Okay, the army. Okay, now move to the next. As the major royal dynasties, and they already came to know about this Shatavahanas, Kadambas, and Gangas. Now it is Badamis of Chalukyas. Their capital is Badami, Vatapi, and their famous king is Immadi Pulkeshi. And next we are going to study about the Pallavas. Their capital city is Kanchi of the Tamil Nadu, and their famous king is Narasimhavarma first. Then Rashtrakuta, their Manyakhed, and their famous king is Amaghosha Nupatunga. And then Kalyani Chalukyas, we are going to study in later. Basava Kalyana, and their capital, sorry, their famous king was Vikramaditya VI. Hoysalas, their capital was Dwarasamudra, and their famous king is Vishnuvardhana. Cholas, Tanjavuru in Tamil Nadu, and their famous king is Rajaraja Chola. Okay, now come to their religion and the society. They given more important to the Saivism, Vaishnavism, Jainism, and the Buddhism. They built the temples also, Jain Basiji also, and Buddha Viharas also. They encourage multi-religion society. Okay. Now come to this is what they built. Okay. It is what Hindus for temple. It is what for the Jainism. It is what for the means what you are going to call it Buddhist viharas. Okay. This is what Buddhist viharas. Okay. Now come to their literature. They given the importance to the both the languages, Kannada and the Sanskrit, and it got developed. Kannada was the state language. And there is the earliest Indian inscription, Kannada inscription, name is called Kappe Aryabhatta. It is there in a Tripadi form. Tripadi means three lines poems. It is here. It is okay. Sadhunge Sadhum. It is originally it is like that, and then in they have means in nowadays Kannada it is Sadhunge Sadhum Madhurunge Madhuryam Badippa Kalige Kaliyuga Viparitan Madhavanitan Peranalla. It means what? We are the means Indians means especially Kannadigas. They are good people. If you are going to behave with us in a kind manner, we are also going to behave with them a kind. If we are going to consider us as enemies, then we are not only the enemies, we are the Lord Krishna. How we will going to punish like that we are. Okay. Of the Kannadigas. About that, it was going to describe in a Kapi Arbata inscription. Sanskrit scholars also there in his time. Ravi Kirti was there. Then along with that Vijika. Hmm? Then one more writer during the then one more writer of the Sanskrit is Alanka. Here the important works you should be know about them. Okay, important works are written during this time. Those were the works are like that. Very important works written by these poets and writers. One is Komati Mahostsava by the poet Vijika. Vijika was the poet also, and as well as she is the daughter-in-law of the Pulkeshi II. Vijika, she was the writer also, and along with that, she was the daughter-in-law of the Pulkeshi II. You should be know that. Okay. Then one more is Hari Parvatiya, written by the Shiva Bhattaraka. The writer name is Shiva Bhattaraka. Okay. Now move to the next. It is art and architecture. Badami Chalukya, they developed the Vesara style of the architecture. It is Chalukyan style of the architecture. And major sites are there Badami, Ayode, Pattatkal. And Vesara style is how to build rock cut curved temples and structural temples also. Ayode will going to consider as a cradle of the Indian temple architecture. Please go through it because of the experiments in the style of the construction. Okay, Ayode. Okay. Now move to the next. Pattatkalu is a full of expansion of the Vaisara style, Vaisara style with the temples like Virupaksha temple. Here it is Virupaksha temple. Okay, Virupaksha temple. Okay, yeah, Lokeshwar temple also we are going to call it. Mallikarjun temple, yeah, Trilokeshwar temple. Then iconic sculptures also there. Vishnu, Varaha, Harihara, and Ardhanarishwara also there. And painting also got encouraged during their time. Okay. This is what about their contribution to the art and architecture. Now move to the second half about the Pallavas of the Kanchi. Okay, about them first, about their founder, we will going to come to know. Their founder name is called Shiva Skandavarma. Okay, and in beginning they are the tributaries of the Shatavahanas. Later, once the decline of the Shatavahana, they declare by themselves they are the independent. Okay, they are the independent. Okay. Among them, famous king was Mahendra Varma first, as already we came to know during the Pulkeshi second time. Okay, he was given the more important to the Jainism and the Dharma. Okay, and his son came to the power, Narasimha Varma first. He was very famous, and he got a title as a Mahamalla and Vatapi Konda. Vatapi Konda means he captured the Vatapi Konda. Vatapi means Badami. Okay, he defeated the Pulkeshi second and captured the Vatapi means Badami. He built the Mahabalipuram, the place. Okay, with the monolithic temples also. Aparajita Pallava was the last king and who got defeated by the Aditya Chola, right? And this is the end of the Pallavas kingdom. Now come to the their contribution in that first one is administration. The well organized system of their kingdom was going to divide it into the mandala into nadu into grama. And grama will going to there it will going to manage by the grama sabha. Okay. And grama bhojaka was the supervisor of the village administration. Please go through it. Okay. Next. Here. Kingdom divided into the mandala into nadu into grama. Okay. And to look after about the grama sabha was there, and to for the administration purpose we have the grama bhojaka as a head of the village. Okay. Now come to the literature. They encourage both Sanskrit and Tamil literature, and Kanchi was become the most important Sanskrit literary center it is. Okay. And scholars like here in their time, Bhar Bharvi has written a book, Kirtarjuna, Dandi, Dashakumara Charita. Okay, Dandi was a very famous writer here. Okay. Then next come to the King Mahendra Verma first by himself. He is the author. He written the books. He has written the works. Those works are okay. Mata Vilasa Prahasana. Okay, this is the drama. And along with that, Bhagavada Jukama, Bhagavada Jukama. It is a one more book. Okay, written by the Mahendra Verma first. Okay. And along with that, they have contributed to the Bodh religion, and as well as they have one more, the major scholar belongs to Nalanda University. His name is called Dharmapala. He belongs to the, he born in a Kanchi. Okay. Then next point is about, they supported the Vaishnavism. Okay. Jainism, Shaivism and Buddhism also. 39 Nayanaras spread Shaivism and 12 Alavaras spread Vaishnavism. Bhakti movement also going to got developed during that time. Okay. Now come to the art and architecture. Pallavas were most important pioneer in the South Indian temple architecture. Two styles they are going to follow. One is rock cut temples like Badami Chalukyas, and second is structural temples. It is there in a Kanchi and Mahabalipuram also. And rock cut temples will located will come to know in a Mahabalipuram. Okay. Here it is art and architecture about them. Okay. Now come to the most important Pancha Rathas. It is a monolithic temple. It is mono means by one stone only they are going to constructed this temple. Huh? Panchatantra. There is no altar. Means there is no any other stones we are going to use. This whole everything, whatever the structure you are going to saw here, these are all by the single stone. They are going to constructed this one. Okay. Because of this thing only going to call it the monolithic temples. And Arjuna's penance meditation, it is there in a magnificent rock carving it is. And along with that, in a coastal area, we have the of the Mahabalipuram. Kailasanatha temple is there. Eka, Ekambaranatha temple is there. Vaikunta Perumala temple is there in a Kanchi. Along with that, temples became cultural and educational centers during that time. Okay, now come to the about the trade and the power they have established on the coastal plains. They have the strong naval force, means navy force they have. They have the trade relationship with the southeast like Malaysia, Indonesia, and etc. They spread the Indian culture and religion and scripts in the abroad also, like wherever they went for the trade. Okay, they established they spread our culture, religion, and the scripts also. Okay, I hope, my dear, you understood about the Chalukyas of Badami and the Pallavas. If you have any doubt, any suggestion, then please comment and like and subscribe the channel and press the bell icon to get the new notification from our site. Thank you so much, my dear, for watching this video. Jai Hind, Jai Karnataka.